Hello once again, audience, to my Dark Souls tutorial thing. I like to wave at you. Right. I will admit, I screwed up big time. I recorded yesterday. I recorded this section, and I realized that I had my mic muted. The switch on my mic was off. And that's a stupid thing to have done. So, someone told me to just record over it, like my voice over it, but it just seems a lot less personal and things. I don't like watching videos where people have done that, so I don't want to be one to do it. So I just got another character to this exact same place, because I'm a nice guy. So, right. First thing you want to do when you come in the forest is, as you can see, there's an invisible guy. Well, sort of invisible. He's a bit faded. You want to walk forward to pull him. There's two people right beside each other up there, and you don't want to pull both of them. You don't want to fall off the steps like I did. Right, this guy does massive damage. Massive damage. So what you want to do is just try and avoid him when he's two-handed, because he's not going to bounce off your shield. You want to get him when he's one-handed, because he'll bounce off your shield, leave himself an opening. Try and get backstabs. As I've stated before, I'm not very good at them. Watch out for his kick. If you're low on stamina, that's lethal. It'll take down your guard. The good thing about this guy, technically good thing, is that he doesn't respawn, so you only need to take out this guy once to get rid of him. I mean, he won't bother you again. Yeah, he's just a minor annoyance with first having come here. As you can see, ow, he hit me. As you can see, he did a lot of damage. Don't want to take another hit, do I? Right, so maybe I got a bit greedy there. That's why he hit me. So yeah, I just should maybe follow my own advice a bit more, shouldn't I? There, right. Now what I would recommend is, after you beat him, if you're low health, there's no point going to the, using an Estus flask. Just go to your bonfire, heal up, and go back into the forest again. Know what I mean? It saves you an Estus flask, he won't be back. So you don't have to worry. I'll be honest, I don't know what that circle thing is. I've never seen one before. That must be new to the Prepare to Die edition. Right, this guy's a mage. He does a lot of damage if he hits you. So what you want to do is try and lure him to physical damage. Try and swap physical attacks with you. He probably will still beat you in a physical attack fight, but just try and play it safe. Right, this guy does respawn, so maybe use an Estus flask here. I don't normally take that much damage from him, but made a few mistakes. Right, so this one, run and jump on this. There's a reason for the run and jump, because you make enough noise to aggro this guy. This guy does respawn again. He's quite annoying. Not as annoying as he used to be. You didn't used to be able to target the ghost guys. That was a ball ache. But he does put you in bleeding with his attacks. And bleeding in this isn't the same as bleeding in every other game. It's not a damage over time. Can you see that meter there? That's bleeding. It's not a damage over time if you don't already know. It's what it is if you have a bleeding stat on your weapon, just say it's 200. When you build your bleeding bar up to full, it does 200 instant damage, which is more lethal. So that guy gets a few hits off and your hits don't do much. But after a while it'll just take a massive chunk off you. Right, this cleric is the most annoying. They're not the hardest, but they're the most annoying because right, what you want to do is, for the cleric, fight them make them come back the way you came, back to the entrance. Right? Just avoid their attacks. Their attacks are pretty slow, easy to avoid. Maybe if you don't have stamina so you can't roll. But that's why they're annoying. As you see, they just started trying to heal. That's not good. You can stop them easy enough if you're going back, if you're pushing them back towards the entrance. But the problem is, if you try fighting them going this way, they run towards the bandit one, who is the hardest one to fight. And yeah, so while they're healing, the bandit comes and he attacks you. Right. The reason the bandit's the hardest to fight is he has the most health, takes the least damage, and does the most. Be really wary when he's two-handed. Try and get backstabs on him if you can. It'll make the fight go quicker. Yeah, he's the hardest to fight, and he gives you the least reward. He only gives you 1,000 souls instead of the 2,000 everyone else has been giving you. So yeah, it's annoying, but ah well. Right, these ones that have just fought here all respawn, like the ghost thief guy, the mage, cleric, and this bandit all respawn. These are your grindy ones. These are, you grind on these guys, and yeah, right. The bandit one's the hardest technically because he hits the hardest and stuff. But it really depends on personally what you find harder to combat. You might find the thief harder to combat because of the quick movement and stuff. So yeah, right. The reason I'm being slow here is because, as you can see, there's another knight guy there. This guy's actually stronger than the last one, and there's a bow guy just beside him. So what you want to do is try and pull him away from the bow guy. The bow guy will fire you as you run the way, so try and move through the trees. Try and dodge and weave. These two give you a fair bit of souls, but they don't respawn, which ends up as a good thing. Right, the knight sort of started walking away from us because we got too far away from him. So just, same as the other knight, lure him to sort of an open area, and now because everyone else is dead, you can have a bit of berth to fight him. Right, so what you want to do is again, block, backstab. What I like to do is, as he's getting up, two-hand, hit him, roll away. Right, yeah, so just like I say, same as the other one. Yeah, this one's tactics. Ow. Right, what you got to do is, right, as you just seen, I got hit by that. He does a double attack occasionally, and he actually killed me with it. Alright, made a bit of a mistake there. Everyone makes mistakes. I got a bit greedy. As I said, I should follow my own advice more. Kind of proof that, you know, you should too. Right, this is where you fight the bandit. I actually forgot to mention this. Right, I would recommend coming down here. You'll see why in a minute. Right. Here, this chest. You will get the stone knight armor. Is it just stone armor? Yeah, it's just stone armor. Okay, right. Now if you look, we can get up to 45 weight. Right? So, what we can do is, we can put on the stone knight armor, which is incredibly good armor. So, there we go, put on the chest and the legs. We just got much better armor, and we're not above halfway, so we can still do our medium roll. Always good to have more defense. There used to be a ring in this. It used to be the Dark Rimwood ring. It used to be, in my opinion, mixed with the Ring of Divine Favor, the best ring in the game. They have nerfed it. It used to be, if you were below 50% weight capacity, you would move and like you were light, like you had under 25%, and you would have a special roll animation. They nerfed it so it's only usable when at below 25%. That's useless to me because I like using heavy weapons. So the weapons themselves sort of make it harder to compensate for staying below 25% weight. I would much prefer to be able to have my weapons and keep the Havel's ring on. So, that's my personal opinion on that. Right, so gonna fight this guy again. Same as before, try and lure him into the open area. This time be more wary of his double strikes. He seems to only do them when you start getting him a bit low health. Same with Havel, really. So yeah, here's where we want to get a bit more aggressive. Again, got greedy. I should really follow my own advice. I'm actually annoying myself. I'll be honest, it's because I screwed up once and I just want to get this guy done. Not even getting backstabs anymore. I'm not sure why I'm not getting backstabs. I would have said I'm doing it right. There we go, finally a backstab, eh? While he's done, this time I'm going to take a potion. I wouldn't have said I was at his back. Yeah, it's like I say, the reason I'm not good getting the backstabs and shit, it's because I'm not good with them. It's only these early stages of the games I'm fighting big enemies like this. When I try and go for backstabs, I spend the rest of the game just smacking things in the face. So, not very practiced with them. Right. Like I say, I've made a few mistakes here, but everyone makes mistakes. Oh, caught in between two trees. Everyone makes mistakes. It's to be expected in the game. Not everyone can consistently play well. I can't play well either while I'm talking. I'm not very good at doing things while talking. I am a lot better normally. So yeah, you gotta give me a little credit for doing what I do while talking. Try and get a backstab on this person. Always helpful. Right, this person wears light armor. They do use a falchion and the bow. They're faster than us, but we have heavier armor and a heavier weapon, meaning we have a bit more knockback power. Right, you get a lot of souls for this person. And yeah, so I would recommend just after that grind a little bit in this forest. Again that night in the Faris, I think that's what they're called because you get the bow of Faris off them. I would recommend grinding on the sorcerer, thief, cleric and bandit. Try and go through them the way I did. Maybe as you do it, and grind a little bit. I would recommend what I do is I get, as I said before, my strength to 24, my dexterity to 18, and then I go with them for a bit. After that I will build my faith to 21. Right, I don't have the faith based weapon yet, but I will. So what I do is I build my faith to 21, and then I build faith. Then I go endurance 1, vitality 1, faith 1, endurance 1, vitality 1, and do that for quite a while. I do that for like up until level 100 really. I like to keep my faith 10 above my vitality and endurance. I'm not sure why, it's just personal opinion thing there. So yeah, if you don't want to do that, you don't obviously have to. But yeah, like I say, I have done this before on my other character and I've ground on here, so what I'll do is, next episode I'll be loading into him, and yeah, so I'll be loading into him and we'll carry on from there. Bye audience! Oh, he didn't wave. Bye audience!